Hi, everybody. Welcome to Maker Monday with Mark and Ruel. I'm Ruel
Hey,
Gaviola, joined by Mark Streed. Hi, Mark.
hey, how's it going?
I am doing a-okay, friend. Much
Good.
better now that we've got Legos in front of us to
Yes.
build.
Oh my
And
gosh.
folks, if you're here for the first time, we record this live on Twitch and then port it over here on YouTube. So we're happy to have you here. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. What Mark and I do, we just like to hang out and build Legos and talk board games and life and whatnot. And you're going to be
Yeah.
part of it. Here today. We've got a great set. I've been so excited about this set, Mark.
Oh,
The
so cool.
the Death Star Trench Run. Let's show everyone what's on our table right now.
All
So
right. You
this is
want to
the Death
switch?
Star Trench Run, folks. Star Wars Lego. Oh my gosh, we're Mark and I are big Star Wars nerds. As you can tell, I've got the Wookiee, my
Hugely.
Chewbacca hoodie on. But this here, oh my goodness, I cannot
I'm
wait
super
to
stoked.
build this. It's been a while since we've been able to do the show because of
Oh
life.
yeah.
But hey, thanks to our friends at Lucky Duck Games for sponsoring this. Turns out they're a bunch of Lego nerds as well, so that's awesome.
Yeah,
Um,
which is phenomenal. Yeah, I just love that.
yes, yeah, I'm so thrilled about this. This is a set that came out. Was it last year that it came out, or was it the year before?
Yeah,
Mark,
I
do you
think it
remember?
was last year. It was their first round of the dioramas that they're doing.
Yes.
Um, so
Have
I
you?
really like this one, and
Uh huh.
I have the Yoda one as well.
That's the next one I want to get. And I
Yeah.
don't know, Mark, did you see they announced recently the new run of diorama Star Wars Legos?
Yes.
Yeah.
Some really cool stuff.
Yeah, the Emperor's Throne
Yes.
Room was one of them. What's the other one?
So, um,
Endor,
Endor, and that's the
the
one, yeah, and that was
speeders.
so cool, right?
Yeah, it's got
It's
the
kind of
trees and
reminiscent
everything.
of the trench run a bit.
Yeah. So what we do, folks, we're gonna build Legos and hang out and chat because
Yeah,
we really just want to hang out and build Legos. So why
yeah,
don't we open this
exactly.
up, Mark, and
Yeah, let's do
we'll
it.
get going here.
I haven't even opened my box yet.
Oh, I opened mine, and we're gonna do at least one bag, folks. Again, we take our times with this, and
Yeah,
you know,
there's no rush really,
definitely no
right?
rush. We just like to hang out and talk Legos, and
Now, I see that you're using the digital version now, right? Not
yeah,
the book one.
I learned from you, Mark. You taught me,
Yeah,
well, my friend.
that's awesome.
So as you can see, folks, we both have the digital version of the instruction manual. Um, so I do have the OG one, the print one, but I'm gonna put that on the side here. Now mine came. Oh, okay, mine came with a couple of like little boards here.
Yeah, these like hanging out. Look at this.
Cool.
I'm sure that's all part of step one because you got to build the base, right?
Yep. Okay. All right. So let me move this stuff off camera.
I'm happy to see, unless it's in the book, no stickers. I hate stickers for Legos.
Agreed. Okay.
I
So
mean,
here's.
especially with the cost of Legos,
Oh, yeah.
just screen printed already. Come on, guys.
Seriously, yeah, the Legos are not cheap. By the way, folks, thanks to our sponsors, Lucky Duck Games. They also do game trays. So as you'll see,
Yes.
Mark's got the orange ones today. I've got the black and white ones. These are little component trays that are used for board games, but we've discovered these are perfect for Legos. So
Oh my
be sure to
gosh.
check those
So
out.
perfect.
Yeah, we'll be talking about these as we go along here. I'm gonna rip open bag one.
Yep.
Okay.
And inside of bag one, we have bag zero, I guess,
Oh yeah, another bag.
or 1B maybe,
Yep.
and our favorite Lego tool.
That's what is this thing called, Mark? Do you know what the name is?
I forget the name. I did know, but I
Yeah.
don't remember.
I
The thing
these
is
are
that it actually is what I use. I didn't use until recently because I saw someone else doing it to
uh-huh.
apply the stickers. You actually attach the sticker to the edge of this, and then you apply it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
great,
so it's pretty cool actually.
nice. Again, for those who watch on YouTube, thank you for joining us. We do record this live, so we've got a live audience, and we've got a comment from Sun Temple Radio. Thank you, friend. Never seen that great dioramas. These dioramas are awesome.
They're awesome.
Yeah, these are so cool. Again, capturing all the classic scenes. Last time, Mark and I, what was the thing? The last thing we did, we built. What did we
Oh, I
build
had
last?
the TIE bomber, and
The
you
tie
had the TIE fighter.
TIE fighter, yeah, which are
Yeah,
cool, the little ships and stuff. But we really wanted to do the classic scene, from Star
yeah,
Wars.
for
So
sure.
yeah,
I
uh,
love the faceplate. Did you see the faceplate? I'll zoom in
yeah,
too.
is it great? I love it. Bottom Shelf Board Game says they could never get a Lego. They wreak havoc on his teeth.
Oh, definitely.
You're so silly, man. I love it.
The
And then Dutch
force is
Yoda, another
strong with
Lego
this
fan,
one.
says the trench one. I need to do the light kit for that one. Now there are
my
light
gosh,
kits for
yeah.
these folks. Oh my gosh,
We should do a whole series of episodes around installing a light kit.
I agree. Oh my gosh, that may be next on the list, folks. So
Yep.
okay, I'm on my page here. I'm just going through the rule book, or not rule book, the instruction manual. As you can see, they got some really
I do that all the time, actually.
right.
The rule book. Oh wait, no, install guide. No,
Yeah.
it's instructions. The cool thing about the Star Wars stuff in general is that they give you a ton of upfront, like about the designer. They
Yep.
give you stuff about what they were doing and
Yeah.
so forth for this set. I love that aspect
So do I.
of these.
And as you can see,
lots of
folks,
tidbits, even how it was filmed in the movie. So,
yes. And as you can see, folks, I'm just scrolling through that right now. There are, some stills from the movie itself. I love that. And there's that tool, the greatest thing in the world. Yes. Oh.
Right.
Okay. So bag 1 and then 2 and 3. So that's what we're building.
And also, Ruel, if you use the page up and page down keys.
Oh yeah.
You won't have to scroll.
Thank you, Mark.
I mean, if you like to scroll, go for it.
Yeah, no, you were so right. Let me see. Yeah, page up, page down. Folks, this is why I love hanging out with Mark. He knows all the tricks of the trade. So there is. So 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so cool.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. So what's this first thing say? It says open up bag 1, and then you have the little I don't know, bases or whatever. What's that?
Yeah, well, the whole floor of the diorama or the Death Star trench.
Yeah. Okay, so this is gonna go on that. What's that little the little plus thing? Oh, just add it to? Is that what it means?
Yeah, well, that's different.
Okay.
Isn't it? I guess it's just,
I don't think I've seen that
that's
before.
new. I haven't actually seen that in a build yet.
Yeah. So is that saying we just add those? Yeah.
Yeah, it must be. I mean, there's nothing else in the guide there showing.
Yeah. Okay. So we're adding these here. Great question from our friend Seattle here live on Twitch. Says Ruel and Mark, what is the ones that you don't own that you wish you did? Oh. So this is like easy for me.
Okay. Is it a set that's still available or one that we missed?
Yeah. So this is easy for me. I think you have this one, Mark, but I really want that Millennium Falcon, the Ultimate edition. That one. That
would have been top of my list had I not had it.
So that's number 1 for me. The number 2 is the Death Star. Do you have the Death Star, Mark?
No, I do not. So Death Star would have been one that I wish I would have gotten, because at the time it was just like, wow, that's really expensive. And the only reason I got the Falcon was because I got sponsored on caffeine.tv.
Oh,
and
that's
they
right.
sent it to me to build over Christmas break for folks. So we did 24-hour streams for it. It was awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So I'm just. Again, Mark, we don't have to. You feel free to work at your own pace. No
worries.
We'll catch up to each other eventually.
Yeah. And today, I think our goal today is to get through maybe 2 bags.
Yeah, I think that's a good goal. Before we went live here and started recording, we were talking about shows. We talked about Picard. Even though this is Star Wars Lego, we talk about your love of Picard season 3, which I've added to my queue. I want to talk about Mandalorian. Did you catch up with the Mandalorian?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So the thing though that was interesting this season about Mandalorian is that I still enjoyed it. It just wasn't as good, I would say, as the other seasons. Not to say that it was bad.
Yeah.
But it didn't have the same draw for me that the other seasons did.
Oh,
and what happened was that Picard ended up being the show that I could not wait to wake up and go watch.
Nice.
And Mandalorian was just the show that I made sure I caught on the same day.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like this driving, like, quick, get up, go watch it.
Yeah. I agree. Like, I mean, straight up honest, after like 2 or 3 episodes of The Mandalorian, I was pretty much done with it. I was just like, I don't need to watch this. But, I was being the Star Wars nerd that I am. I was like, I gotta watch it. And they got me back towards the end of the season. They did bring me back.
So the last 2 episodes, right?
Yeah. They were fun. They were great. But I think so. No spoilers, but they just for those who haven't watched it, they took the focus off of Din Djarin and Grogu and shifted the focus of the show, to
Yeah.
other characters, and that's where I thought they lost me. I was like, I loved the first two seasons of Mandalorian. It was basically, lone wolf and cub. You have
Yes.
the great bounty hunter with his little protege or whatever, and they go off on adventures. And in this third season, they got away from that, and I thought it wasn't as good. So yeah,
Agreed.
yeah,
And that was really an interesting aspect because they had such a winning formula, and to
yep.
step away from it was a little odd.
Yeah, and I
But
was talking about I was talking to my buddy Dave. Shout out to my buddy Dave. He's a big Star Wars, Star Trek fan as well. We were talking just last night about how um it's that I think it's the Disney thing. They want to interconnect all these stories like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and
yes,
all this stuff. I mean I get it and it's fine, but sometimes just give me a good standalone series. I'm okay with that, and it doesn't
100.
need.
Yes,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah,
Yep, I'm with you on that.
yeah. But anyways, I mean they eventually did get me back, so what are you gonna
Yeah,
do?
for sure.
Yeah,
But definitely I feel you on the like it just was the thing like oh yeah, I didn't watch the episode this week yet. I
yeah,
mean that's the kind of the level I was at. Um
right. And I remember that those first two seasons, like I needed to watch that show every week. I was so
yeah, right.
invested.
Totally. And it was totally that way originally, but Picard became that for me.
Oh, and see, I
Um,
love hearing that. I'm excited to watch that now.
yeah, it just really I was shocked. Like
Nice.
I would have watched Picard either way, but
Yeah,
just I was like, wow, they went all in. So
I love that. Oh, that's so good. Um, let me see. Okay, so this goes here. Okay, cool. So I've got that. And thanks to Mark, now I know that I can hit page up and page down. So this is going to go this way. Okay.
I think we've talked about this before. The interesting thing about streaming with Legos
Uh,
is that it takes longer to build them, for
oh,
one.
yeah. Yeah.
And secondly, I never have made so many mistakes than I have when building Legos is when I'm streaming.
Oh, no.
It's fine though. The worst was with the Falcon though. I was like one peg off,
Oh, man.
and I had to backtrack during a 24-hour, 4-day stream or
Oh,
something like
my
that.
goodness. How far do you have to backtrack? Like, did you, like,
Oh, it was a lot.
oh,
So
no.
it was like the very like second or third page that I was one pip off, and I didn't discover until I was maybe 10 pages in.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, that was
Brutal.
brutal. But luckily there was enough structure that I could just like pull off the top and then
Yeah.
adjust it and put it back.
Okay.
But still, that was like,
Yeah.
no.
How long did it take you to when you realized like you had made a mistake?
It was about that page in when I discovered that a piece would no longer fit because
Oh,
there was
man.
no connector underneath it. I'm like,
my
oh,
gosh.
maybe I'm off somewhere.
That is so brutal.
It was. Yeah, but that was fun though. I mean, and
Yeah.
the cool thing about that stream is that I had a bunch of people come into the studio and then also um, just join me like we're doing. So
Oh, that's cool.
that was a really fun part of that.
Man, what am I doing wrong on step 4? Like, where am I? Am I supposed to add? Oh, okay. I see what we're doing.
Do you see it?
Yeah. Okay. So I did this here, but the numbers aren't adding up. Like I'm supposed to have like ah
I like
5 of these. Okay.
you definitely know that you're like building the base of the trench.
Yeah. Yeah. 2, 3. Okay. That makes sense. 4 and 5. I mean, how iconic is the trench scene? I mean, goodness.
Yeah, like so much. I mean, it's like one of that's right up there with like Vader's helmet kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. Totally. Okay. So now I need these little ones. And then a little 4x thing. Cool.
And then I had parts missing for the Falcon.
No, really?
Yeah,
Oh man.
that was not cool. So because we wanted to get it done that week, I had to like scour and figure out what parts that I needed, and then
Uh-huh.
found other sets. So I went to Target and grabbed like 2 other sets just so I could have the parts.
Oh wow. Wow. So did you complete the whole thing in 24 hours, exactly 24 hours, or?
No, it was over 4. Well, I guess it was really like 3 days.
Oh
So we
wow.
took breaks. We did break to we did sleep. So it was
Okay,
like,
good.
yeah. So we did sleep, and then it was like all day, and so forth. So
Wow. Amazing. Whoops.
yeah, the cool thing about Picard is that all the fan service they did, it was
Oh,
amazing.
that's so cool. I love that.
So many great moments. There's even like a Star Wars nod in Picard.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
And I
I'm so
thought that
excited to
was
check it out now. That's
so
great.
phenomenal that they did that.
Now you said you had the Yoda diorama. Have you done that one already?
I have not built it yet.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I have several I have not built.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. You were telling me before we went live that you have quite a few sets that need to be
Yeah,
built.
the thing is that they've accumulated because it's like the number one thing I put on Christmas lists and
Uh-huh.
things like that. And then I even have some left over still from the sponsorship from Lego.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, the thing is that I'm like, okay, I've never had so many backlog of Legos ever.
Amazing. Oh, these things.
And if you see me looking over to the right, I'm trying to look at chat. So
Oh, yeah, no worries. Okay, so these things go on here. Cool. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Mark, the other day. So, I've been redoing. You could probably see some of the stuff behind me. Like I'm redoing the home studio here, so I've got boxes
yeah,
everywhere.
that's awesome.
I took my TIE fighter and my X-wing, and I've hung them up from my ceiling.
Oh,
Yeah,
awesome.
it's looks so cool. I'm so excited about that.
That's awesome. I need to do like I've got like a home theater on the other side of my studio. So
Oh,
over there is where I have a lot of my sets set up. So I should do like a tour video.
oh, nice. I would
That
love
would
to
be
see
fun.
that.
Yep. That'd be a lot of fun. Okay, I think I got all that.
Do you have them like on shelves, or do you have them strung up or anything? Or
Nothing strung up, but I'm probably gonna have to think about hanging stuff.
yeah,
I'm
you're
starting to
probably running out of room.
run out of room. Yeah, that's a thing.
Nice.
And then
Okay.
I've got some overspill now going to upstairs because
Okay.
we got a game theory table
Oh,
for our
nice.
dining room. So it's we've got a game area there. What the cool thing about having, I've got the game topper here, which is the one I film with all the time
Uh-huh.
and super valuable. But when I'm filming with stuff, it's not available to shoot with. So
Oh,
I'm so happy to have the table upstairs so I can have a game in the middle of playing and one in the middle of filming.
right. Nice. Where does this go? This is here. Oh, okay, I see.
Okay. Look at that. They have little vents on the outside.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
I love this. This is cool. I'm so excited to get this one done so I could put it up in the room here in the studio.
Yeah, no doubt, right? This will probably go next to my computer, I'm sure,
Yeah.
for my editing that I'm doing.
Yeah. Again, folks, if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to check the show notes below for links to Mark's work at the Dice Tower and elsewhere. And you'll also find links where you can find me elsewhere on the interwebs.
Yeah. What do you have got going this week? What games are you playing this week?
Game wise, I've got from our sponsor, Lucky Duck Games tonight. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you may be too late to watch it, but you'll be able to find the video later. My Shelfie from our friends at Lucky Duck. playing that. And then later this week, I've also got the R&R show. Actually, tomorrow, a little later this week. It's tomorrow on Tuesday with Richard Rahdo Ham over on the Rahdo Runs Through channel.
Nice.
We've got something special planned. It's something I think that's never been done on Rahdo's channel, and that's all I'm going to say. So there's your teaser, folks. Be sure to tune in Tuesday live on the Rahdo Runs Through Twitch channel, which will eventually make it over to the YouTube channel as well.
Nice.
Yeah. Really excited about that. And we're going to be testing it later today. I hope it works. I hope it doesn't blow up in our face. We shall see.
Yeah, for sure. That, you know, always something new. You're like, well, let's try it.
Yeah.
I feel like we should find a convention and do like a Lego build panel of some sort.
Oh, that would be so awesome.
It would be so fun.
Can we make that happen at like Gen Con? Would that be a possibility?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be great.
Yeah.
We should try that and see.
Okay.
That would be a ton of fun.
Ooh. Okay, so there's the I've built the base. As you can see, I don't know if y'all can see it at home, but it says the little plate Star Wars, Lego Star Wars. The Force is strong with this one, Darth Vader. I love it.
You're a little bit ahead of me.
Okay, cool.
I was petting my dog, so.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's priority, you know.
It is. She usually, even when I'm filming the previews, she's usually sitting on the floor or laying on the floor behind me.
Oh, nice. My dog.
I've had to reshoot several times when she stands up and looks at it. I'm like, no.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, one of my pugs, Meeple, she just opened the door earlier and sort of poked her head in and then ran away.
Nice.
So I don't know where Mookie is. I'm always worried about Mookie. He's probably getting into trouble or something, but we'll see.
So I have a standard poodle. Her name is Alita, based on the movie.
Oh,
the anime,
cool.
Alita.
Nice.
Right? So she's awesome. She's definitely my best buddy.
Ah, nice. Hey, you know what?
She was a pandemic puppy.
Oh, really? Oh, cool. Nice.
So
love the pandemic puppies.
Yep.
Why don't we do this, Mark? As you're catching up, we're gonna cut away to a quick commercial break.
Yeah.
Continue working away. I'm going to share this here. So cool. Want to say thank our friends at Lucky Duck for sponsoring the Mondays with Mark and Ruel, Maker Mondays with Mark and Ruel. Yes, this is so as Mark's building his set, and we're catching up here. Want to take a look at quick look at the Lucky Duck Games website. They've got some pre-orders up right now and some new releases. New release number one on in my heart right now is My Shelfie. I can't wait to show y'all that. It is a game by Phil Walker Harding, praise be, and Matthew Dunstan. They've done a lot of great games, and this one is basically Connect 4 for gamers, folks. It's a lot of fun. You will see that video here on my channel real soon. I'll be hanging out with my friend Julie. We're going to play the game. Other new releases, Oros, and then we've got some pre-orders. Flamecraft, absolutely gorgeous game. You've got to check that one out. Also, I'm looking forward to It's a Wonderful World, Leisure and Decadence. This is the newest expansion. It's a second campaign for It's a Wonderful World. One of the best card drafting games out there. I love It's a Wonderful World. I'm still going through the first campaign. Was that Love and War? I forget the name of it. I'll find out. But that one I've got to get through so I can start the second campaign. And this one here, Namalia. I got a sneak preview of this back at, was it PAX U? Yeah, at PAX Unplugged last year. This is fantastic. I love this. This has got a little bit of, I think, Cascadia to it, but also role play, or I mean, cartographers, where you have like different goals each round that you're trying to do. I think it's going to be a huge hit. It's a smaller box game, but oh, I love it. And so that's the latest and greatest from our friends at Lucky Duck Games. I want to thank them again for sponsoring the show. Mark, have you played It's a Wonderful World? Have you done the campaign for that?
I have not.
Oh,
I would love to.
It's so good. I love that game.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I do actually have a copy of Namalia, like on the other side of the monitor.
Nice. Are you doing video work for them?
I did do some video work for them. So
nice.
I do little short ads for them. You've probably seen them if you're on TikTok or Facebook, but I'll do animated camera movements and you won't see me on camera, but it is my voice. So.
Nice.
But Namalia is surprisingly, I was very surprised at how much I liked it. It's
Same
fantastic.
here. Like Bree from Lucky Duck Games, she gave me like the quick preview of it, and I was like immediately like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be the jam right here. I really just a smart game, and
It is. It's a really smart game.
yeah, I can't wait for more people to play it. So
And
again,
it's
that's
one
what's
of those,
coming up from Lucky Duck, folks.
yeah. Namali is also one of those games that it's like super easy to tell people how to play, but then there's a ton of strategy and stuff
Yes,
as it
yes,
evolves and as you do more, right?
yeah, that is true.
So,
I love games like that.
yep, same. All
Okay,
right, so now we're on bag 2, right?
Tag 2. Ooh, lots of little bits here.
Yeah, this is reminiscent of the Falcon, actually.
Oh,
The
really?
Falcon had so much of this tiny little detail. So that's why it took so long to build. It's not just because it's big, but
Yeah.
because you're putting little tidbits all over it, right?
Wow.
So
Yeah, as you can see, they're all over here. So, and just a reminder, folks, we are using little game trays from our friends at Lucky Ducks.
yes,
They produce these as well, and these are perfect for your
and I
board
really like
games. Yeah,
the half trays, right?
yeah,
These ones.
those are the ones I'm using.
Yep, those are fantastic.
Yeah, they're great. And they have I have a black one here. This is the whole. This is like a whole one. This is perfect for board games right here.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
yeah, for Legos, I do love the little half ones here.
I actually use the orange ones in filming previews as well.
Oh, really?
So they
Cool.
definitely stand off the table when I'm filming other games.
Nice. Okay, so I've got to find these bits.
Yeah, that's it. Everything is gray. Can you find the bits?
Yeah, and small.
And small. So much of that. Like, oh, I hope I have everything.
Yeah. Oh, I can't even imagine doing the Falcon and realizing that pieces were missing.
Oh, it was. I thought maybe I dropped them, lost
Yeah.
them, but no, they were just not there. I mean, Lego
Yikes.
did send me the replacement parts, so the other sets that I bought I could put together.
Oh, okay,
But
that's good.
it just I couldn't wait for them to send them. Right? It was that
Right.
kind of thing.
Oh.
Where is that other piece? I'm missing a piece. All right.
Want to shout out our Twitch audience, folks. You're on YouTube. You're watching this. We film this live every other Monday here on my channel, and I want to say good morning to our friend Quaid Rain, a fellow Lego fan.
Nice.
Good to see y'all here. Oh, where's this go? Oh, okay, I see. It goes there. And for those of you watching live, let us know what Lego sets you're looking to build soon, or if you have on your table, or something that you've built recently. Let us know. Dutch Yoda's finished light kit for bag number 1. Nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I feel like if we're gonna do a light kit, we need to do it as we build.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I want to get
looking at the instructions for some of those kits, you'd have to really tear things apart.
Yeah, you're so right about that. I really want to get that one for the R2. I built the R2,
Yes.
but now I want that light. The one that I want has those sounds as well, like he does the beeps and boops.
And I think I have not put my R2 together yet, so I'm really tempted to get that.
That was such a fun build. So the R2 was basically the one that got me back into Legos, Mark.
Love it.
Yeah, I talked about Legos on stream, and I've told the story before. I'll tell it again. I was so grateful to my Discord community. Folks, if you want to join the Fam Bam and the Discord community, check out the notes below. I'll have a link there for you. My Discord community surprised me 2 years ago at Dice Tower West with the R2-D2 Lego set, and Michelle and I had the best time putting it together. And from that sprung my newfound love or refound love of Lego.
That's amazing.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, and I think we've talked about this before as well, but it's just so cathartic.
Right?
It's something just good about it, right?
Yeah, very very satisfying in so many ways. Okay. And friends, you can see that Mark and I are working on our own pace, but we're about the same spot here on bag 2. I just got to find the parts.
Yeah, that's the thing. So many little parts.
Yeah. Now, I will say this. So I don't know if we talked about this yet before, Mark, but I come from a technical writer's background. That's what I did for many years for software and hardware companies. The Lego instruction manuals, I think, are the cream of the crop. These
They're
things
really
are
well done.
brilliant. I mean, they're universal. There's no, language. It's language independent,
Yep.
and it's just I wish all manuals were this easy to understand.
And have you looked at the app for like a tablet?
No, I
Some
haven't. You had mentioned this before. Talk about that.
Yeah. So you got to check it out because some of the instructions are animated. So
Ooh.
you can spin what you're working on, you
Oh,
can rotate it and but not all of them are that way. But
okay.
there have been a number that I've worked on that have been. So
That's so cool.
it's really, really cool.
Yeah. Taking it to the next level. Oh man.
Yep.
Good old Lego.
But you're right. I love the fact that they are language independent. It's
Yeah.
so, and at first when you look at these, you're like, well, how do I know what's new? You really becomes very intuitive. You know,
Yes.
what you've already finished versus what you're putting on now. It
Right.
might seem a little daunting if you've never done one of like these bigger sets and so forth, but it really it does become very intuitive.
Oh, absolutely. And again, it's a credit to, their team, to the writing
Yep.
team. Like it's, folks, I worked in, I did instruction manuals, policy and procedure manuals for 20 plus years. And those things are not easy to create, to distill like everything down to like one simple step. I mean, it takes a lot. So
I can
kudos
imagine.
to, the Lego team there. It's brilliant.
That's pretty impressive. I worked in the technical industry as well. I was a technical services manager at a company called Wirestone.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I worked. I was there. I was the tech lead manager over the Fort Collins team, and we had database people. I had front end people and back end people, but I
Oh,
did a little bit of all the things. So
okay.
I got to be manager, and it was I was there like 20 years. So
Wow.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so, just, if I had worked at your company, I would have been talking to all you guys as SMEs,
Yeah.
subject matter experts, and then I would,
Yep.
create manuals based on what you gave me.
Yeah. So we did everything from apps, like you're saying, and we
Uh-huh.
did websites, we did trade show related things. It was
Nice.
true like technical, and I was the technical area. Then we had other areas, right? So
Uh,
it just varied in the work and so forth. It was really you know a good experience, but nothing compares to this job that I have
oh,
with the Dice Tower.
right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the
It's
best job I've ever had.
same. Like not even close, right?
Not
It's
even remotely
right.
close.
And we get to be nerds for a living, Mark. I mean,
Yes.
it's the best thing ever.
Yeah, my 12-year-old self would be going, "What?"
I know. Yeah, I'm totally like, really? You're getting, oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
cool.
And I even did one of my first previews I did with Becca. She
Uh-huh.
was awesome because she's so spot on with everything, right?
Yeah.
So she did at the end of the video, I said, "Hey folks, just a reminder once again, this has been a Dice Tower paid preview." And Beck without a hitch chimes in and goes, "Wait, you got paid?"
Oh, that's perfect.
It was so good.
Love it.
So that was for Moonrakers.
Oh,
Um,
Moonrakers, yeah.
yeah, it was
Speaking of Moonrakers,
such
Ivy
good
Studios
experience.
has a new game out right now on Kickstarter.
Fractured Sky.
Fractured Sky, pretty cool game, folks.
It's such a good game,
Yep.
and I can tell. So how did you do like a play? Did you do a play with Becca or did you play on TTS?
No, what I'm doing is I haven't done my content yet. What I'm doing is
Oh,
playing the
okay,
actual physical version with a friend of
okay,
mine here. It'll be live stream. We're still setting up the date on it. It's gonna be towards the end of the campaign. But
yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be a live playthrough.
So mine was they had me come in for TTS and taught me the game, and then I went and filmed the preview.
Okay.
Um, but the really fun thing about that is that I took Corey Thompson from Dice Tower Now with me.
Uh-huh.
He does all our news and stuff. But my favorite was that I was able to bring my friend Kevin Sussman with me to play the game, who is the comic book store owner in Big Bang Theory.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, so he
Oh,
joined us, and it was just such a good time.
that's so
Um,
cool.
so I think he's going to join me on more of them. He's like, this is amazing, thank you.
Nice.
So yeah, we're be doing more of that,
Oh, that's
and
great.
hopefully I'll get him to do some show stuff as well. So
Yeah.
that'll be really
Nice.
yeah. And I hope this summer at some point to make it out your way, and
Oh,
then sync up with Kevin and maybe do a thing with Kevin and Becca
Oh yeah,
after her maternity leave is over and all.
that's right. Yeah, she'll be. Yeah, I just saw her. I think was it? Yeah, I just saw her last week. She's getting real close now.
Yeah, she is. I sent her a little onesie that says
Nice.
future Jedi.
I love it. That's great.
I told her that I'm going to be sending Star Wars stuff, so just
Oh
get
yeah.
ready. I love when they throw in these like a pink piece.
Yeah, right? It's like, where'd this come from?
Why? Yeah, it's pretty funny. I feel like they do that just periodically to be like, okay, this will give you an idea on the dimension and where you need to place things next.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's my good old COVID cough still with us.
Yeah, I get it. I mean,
yeah.
like I said, I have family members, and I have it a little bit, but not like others do.
Okay, that's good.
But
you were mentioning before we went live, you mentioned the fatigue though. You still have the fatigue.
That's the thing that hits me the hardest.
Yeah, that's such a bummer.
So especially when you're trying to get work done.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you're sitting there going, I don't even know what I'm trying to talk about.
Right.
I just love the little, I mean, you can already on page 13 here see the detail that's coming through.
Yeah.
So cool.
Love this one. I want to say hi to our friend Legends DM watching live here on Twitch. Hello, Legends. Good to see you here. Legends is another fellow Lego builder.
Nice.
Yeah. I love it. All the Lego heads are coming out. This is great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Okay, so this
and you know, I haven't really done anything on my own Twitch channel. I prefer just doing stuff like this, really.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have any plans to do stuff on Twitch? I mean, you're busy enough as it is. But
I'm pretty busy, so I always wanted to do, because you know I did it for caffeine. I always wanted to do what we're doing. So the fact that I get to do it with you, it makes it that much better, because you have someone to talk to instead of an audience out there.
Right. Yeah, it's yeah. I love this. Legend says he recently picked up the TIE Bomber and Indiana Jones Lego set. Oh, cool.
Yes. Which of the indie sets? I got the one that has the reason I picked it was because it had both Indy and Henry, his dad, the minifigs.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so I got the one with the car and the plane, that scene on the beach where they're driving and the plane rips its wings off as it passes them in the tunnel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, great scene. Love that scene. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, by the way, Book of Nerds has been here. Sorry, Book of Nerds. I didn't see it earlier. It says, thinking of building Jabba's palace. It's been in his closet for years. Ooh, nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The one that is in my cart continually is the set, the Cantina set.
Oh my gosh, that's the one I want. That's another one to add to my list. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I want that set so bad, because not just the cool of how it opens up and shows all the Cantina, but the massive amount of minifigs that are just incredible.
Yeah. All the little creatures from everywhere.
Yes. So it's been in my, I would say it's been in my shopping cart for maybe a year. But it's always like, should I really spend the money? Probably not.
Yeah.
These elusive little 1x1 pieces.
I know. That's exactly what I'm looking for right now. That's not it. Oh, it's these little flat ones.
Okay.
It's like, I know we've seen the box cover, but I just as we're building this, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so awesome.
Yes.
You know,
I'm so excited.
Yeah. There's that.
Yeah, that's so cool. Make sure I didn't miss anything. I could see easily missing something with these little detail pieces.
100%. Yeah.
Have you been watching like anything non-sci-fi, something different?
Oh, non-sci-fi. Michelle and I, we just started the new season of Ted Lasso.
Oh yes,
Huge
such a
fan
good
of that
show.
show. It's so good.
Such a
Like,
good show.
yeah, we had our daughter Lauren had told us for a while, like, hey, you need to watch Ted Lasso. We're like, okay, whatever. And then when we
Yeah.
did over Christmas break, we're like, oh my gosh, why weren't we watching this earlier? And
Why did we
we
not? Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
we binged the whole thing in a weekend, and then the new season. I think we're still like 3 episodes behind, but we're loving this season so far.
Yeah, I'm at least that. Maybe I may have only watched the first two so far.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's just I didn't expect it to be a feel good show the way it was.
Right. That's
It's
not
so
at
good.
all what I expected. It's totally different
Yeah,
than
like you see it, it's like, okay, it's gonna be like a sports comedy type show. Okay, whatever, cool. But it turned out to be it's a feel good show. Like anyone can
yeah,
watch it.
totally. Did I do something wrong?
Hey, Headbanging Maniac is our here. Our friend says petition for Mark Streed to have a green screen and have monsters attacking him all stream long.
I could do that. That would be pretty fun,
That
actually.
would be pretty awesome.
I've got a really cool what I use for green screen in the studio.
Nice.
Um, but yeah, that's one of my favorite segments to do, right? Is the walking segment.
Yes.
And it's always such a bummer. Like this week, I only have one game to talk about, so I'm not going to do walking for the
Oh,
show this
okay.
week. So if I wait till next week, I'll have like 3 games to talk about. So
Nice.
I'll probably wait till next week to do another one. But it's we did a bunch over. We had our spring spectacular last week, where live shows all week for the Dice Tower. So I had a really nice one then, and I loved finding creatures to put behind me. It's just one of my favorite things.
I love it.
Such
Mark, for those who aren't familiar with your work, can you talk a little bit about what you do for the Dice Tower?
Yeah, so on the Dice Tower, I do not all. I get a little bit of help from Ella, who does occasionally will do previews as well, but I do the bulk of the Dice Tower previews, which are, and they're not all Kickstarter or Game Found. Some are published games, but it's really a preview of the game. It's straight up, it's a paid preview. There's no mystery. It's on, yes, this is paid. So, but I'm never afraid to say 1 or 2 things I like about the game, but it's really a show and tell piece. Hey, I played a game last night. I'm just going to tell you about it, that kind of thing. So, and then I don't do the overhead camera. I might take a couple shots that way just to emphasize something, but in general, I've got the camera down on the table. I've got this really cool table dolly that I can drive the camera around the table to highlight whatever part of the game I want. I stand cards up, dramatic lighting, color, shadows, soft focus. I love all that stuff, dude.
Yes.
It's literally a show and tell piece for the game.
It's so great. So, folks, again, if you're watching this on YouTube, check the links below. You can find all the links to Mark's work. Good stuff, great stuff, amazing stuff, and cool. Anything we talked about this before on the pre-show. Anything upcoming that you want to highlight, Mark, on your work?
Upcoming. What can I talk about? There's this weird thing that, like, they're like, oh, don't spoil too much before the campaign starts.
Yeah,
and
true.
some folks. So I'm always like, what can I really say?
Right.
I'm trying to think of what do I have really big that's upcoming. I have the new Lucky Duck game. Might as well talk about that.
Yeah.
What is the name of it? I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but it's an app-driven game as well. I'm really looking forward to doing that preview.
Nice.
So, but yeah, that's going to be a cool game, I think.
Awesome.
Based on what they showed me and the kind of the heads up that I've gotten on how it plays and so forth. So,
cool.
But yeah, I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So,
all right.
I'm trying to think if there's any other. I don't know if I have any other like big games. Like isn't finalized yet, so I can't talk about that for sure.
Okay.
So it's always this like, back and forth. We need to get a meeting. When will the prototype be here? And we try to set dates and so forth. But if the prototype doesn't arrive in a timely fashion, then we got to adjust dates.
Yeah.
And typically in this current landscape of Kickstarter and Game Found, dates change all the time anyway.
Right. Yeah, we all know about that.
It happens a whole lot. So, I try, because I have so much stuff going on, so many previews, that I try really hard to have it scheduled in such a way that when it does go up, the game is still fresh for me, so I can respond to comments. So
Ah,
that's another reason I don't want to work way in advance,
right.
because then it'll be like, yeah, I think that's how it works, because literally it's off the shelf when I'm on to the next game.
Yeah, it's and that's the funny thing about creating videos and doing live streams. Like you take all this time, learn the game, set it up, film it, and then all of a sudden it's just out and it's out of your mind, out of sight, out of mind. And
Exactly.
even like a week
And
later, if you ask me about, it, I was like, oh shoot, now I got to go back to the rule book and see.
yeah,
You know.
it's that is so true. And it's like, oh, I think you can do that in the game.
Oh man, I cannot find this one piece. Is this?
it
No,
is
that's
it
not
is
it.
kind of a bummer, not having, like, I get to play this game multiple times. One of the games that I did a preview, you did some stuff for it too, was Let's Go to Japan, which I
Oh
loved your
yeah,
stuff you did for it. It was great.
thank
Where you
you.
did the food tour, that was
Yeah,
awesome.
that was so much fun. I love doing that food tour. I mean, I'm a foodie, so being able to hang out with the designer Josh Wood and going to
Yeah,
Little Tokyo in LA, one of my favorite neighborhoods in LA. That was a real treat.
yeah. So when I come out, you'll have to take me around and show me some
Oh,
places.
absolutely. When you come out, Mark, we're definitely doing some kind of food tour, and we'll connect
Awesome.
games to it as well. Play games and eat
Yeah,
a
that would be
ton of
great.
food. Yeah,
Yep, that'd be a ton of fun.
nice. Oh man, I cannot find this one piece. Where is this? Is this it? I, okay, let me see. So I do this.
The what one of the little one by ones?
Yeah, this like little circle. I think this is it. This one here. I don't know. Well, I'm pretty sure this is it.
Flat circle one?
Yeah. Okay, here's the flat
Totally,
circle. Okay,
totally
I got
did
the
that.
flat circle. Okay. So this
Looks like
goes here.
now we're building some pieces outside of the.
Where's the Oh, there it is. Okay. But then I have this. Okay, so
How about uh how about any movies? You seen any good movies?
movie wise, no, I don't think. Yeah, we've just been catching up on Ted Lasso lately, and of course Mandalorian I finished. But that's
Yeah.
yeah, movie wise no. What about you? Anything good in the movies?
Well, we're part of the Cinemark Movie Club, so we get discount tickets
Oh,
and
cool.
stuff. And then if you go like at the 5 o'clock show or whatever, it's cheaper.
Yep.
So we try to hit a lot of the movies that are coming out like on Thursday that really release on Friday. And
Oh
usually
yeah.
the Thursday has a much smaller crowd.
Yes.
So we do it. So I've seen a lot of stuff. So like
Cool.
John Wick and all the current stuff that's out there. I didn't get to see Mario though, not yet
Oh
anyway.
yeah, I want to see that.
I definitely want to see that. But yeah, I being a John Wick fan, I just was so good. So
Nice. Yeah, I need to see that one. That's on my list. I love Keanu Reeves, man.
oh yeah,
He's
Keanu is
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
I probably would go to pretty much any movie that he's in.
Agreed. Yeah. Over here live on chat, Legend says they played 5 board games last night. Nice. Legends, let
Oh,
us know
what?
what you played.
Yeah,
The
what
last
games?
one. What was the last board game you played, Mark?
Let's see. What did I last play?
Oh
Oh,
no, let's. I'm gonna ask. I'll ask you this. What's the last
okay.
board game you played not for a video or content?
Oh, not for a video.
Yes.
Ooh, that's tough.
Right.
Let's see. What did I play that was not for a video? Probably Let's Go to Japan. So I
Oh, okay.
did do, obviously it was for a video
Yeah,
that
yeah.
we've played since the video's been we've
Uh-huh.
played it a couple more times because it's quickly become a family favorite. And
Nice.
same happened with Shelfie. We played it, we did the video, and we've still played it multiple times since.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, and then as far as preview video go, the one that's coming out tomorrow is this game called Ninja Sloss.
Ninja Slots.
Yes. And it's this little card game
Uh-huh.
where you're trying to defeat the Guardians on top of this ornate box. And if you defeat the top Guardian, then you can reach in the box and get a gem. And
Oh,
whoever has the most gems wins the game. And of course, as you expect, a game like this, there's a lot of take that. There's stealing gems. There's going after your fellow players, but you have to put together a Ninja Sloth team. And you've got standards that you start with. You've got your main Ninja Sloth, and then you've got senseis that you can combine into a 3-person team.
oh,
So
that's great.
it's pretty great, actually. The artwork is amazing, but if you don't like Take That, it's probably not a game for you. But
Got
the
it.
thing is that it plays so fast that even with the Take That, you're like, oh, okay, it's not that,
Okay.
But it definitely has Take That. Don't I mean?
Right. Okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah. If it has Take That and the game's short, I usually I don't mind that. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't really mind Take That much, but I can see how it would annoy some people. But
some
if it's a
people, yeah,
quick game, it shouldn't be that
that's
bad.
it's like an immediate turnoff for some
Yeah.
folks,
Yeah.
and I get that. I mean, especially if you're playing with a big group who doesn't really like that kind of thing.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah. Agreed.
But usually the Take That games that I play anyway are the really short games
Yep.
like this one.
Yeah.
You know,
Cool.
so
I just found a mistake I did earlier on step 3 or 4, but
oh
I've since
no,
corrected. Yeah, this like little round dome that's on there. I put the
oh
wrong
yes,
one. Yeah.
yeah. Now you make me want to go back and look. Did I miss something? Now I'm putting together this little robot dude.
Yeah. What step are? Oh yeah, yeah. We're about the same way here. Okay. One of these. One of these.
It sits on top of that.
Oh, there's some funky little pieces in this one.
Yeah, for sure, right?
Wow, these are little. Okay, 2 of these.
Wow, just a gray like meeple head for this thing.
Yeah, right.
I've not really seen that like just in a. That's interesting. Little robot dude. I assume it's a little robot guy.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not. It's just a detail on the trench. He looks
Oh.
like a little robot dude.
Yeah. Oh, this is really okay. So that goes there.
Yeah, it's like it connects to the vents. It's pretty neat,
Whoa.
actually.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it totally looks like a little robot guy.
Yeah.
So this goes here.
Yeah, so many little details in this one.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Did you when you had COVID, did you take the Paxlovid stuff?
I did not. No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that stuff.
I felt like my COVID was mild. Like the first day
That's
I was
good.
like pretty run down and just out of it. Second day I was feeling a little better, and then for the next 10 days that I tested positive, I was fine. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm okay, but I keep testing positive.
Oh,
I was like I was so frustrated.
yeah, yeah. I remember the same feeling
Yeah.
after feeling better. And I did take the Paxlovid, which left this crazy metallic taste in your mouth.
Oh, really?
Um, yep.
Yikes.
But it definitely like within 24 hours, I felt remarkably better.
Okay, that's
So,
good.
yep. Good. What a world. What a difference.
Yeah, right.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Things we
Just
never would have had conversations about before.
not yeah. Who would have thought, I was so I look at it this way. Like I got into the hobby was it almost 7 years ago,
Yeah.
thanks to the game Pandemic. I never would have thought we'd actually live to see an actual pandemic. You know what
An
I mean?
actual game, an
Yeah.
actual
It's like, oh
real
my goodness.
version of it.
Yeah. Okay. 1, 2. Hey, when you get your piece, like when you're like I'm on step 22. And I
Okay.
have the little pieces. It tells you, okay, you need one of these, 2 of these, etc. Do you line them up just how it looks in the manual?
I usually grab stuff as I build.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes, like if it's a repeating piece and
Yeah.
you've got like 10 or 8 of them,
Yeah.
I'll grab all 8 and then start putting them on. But if it's like this piece, I'll usually just find it and then start
Okay.
building.
Interesting. Yeah, different ways to do stuff. I'm
Yeah.
trying to line it up here.
And I know I have friends who will sort everything, open all the bags.
Oh my
And I'm like,
gosh.
really?
Wow. Oh, okay. Wow. That's a different way
That
of doing
sounds
it for
like a
sure.
lot of work.
Right? Yeah, definitely not my style. I'll tell you that.
I don't know that I could be. I don't know that I could be patient enough for that.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
I just want to build.
Yep. And I think that's what I love about these new Lego sets. Like it gets you to the action right away, you know?
Yep, for sure. So, what are you playing on stream this week?
This week, so we've got
Just
My Shelfie.
Yep.
And then tomorrow, Tuesday on the R&R show with Rahdo. That's the one I can't mention anything yet, but
Oh,
I'm really
that's right.
excited about it. Yeah. It's a game that I think, well, again, I don't want to spoil too much, but
Yeah, don't spoil. Don't spoil.
yeah. And then Wednesday, I'm supposed to have my Words on Wednesday stream with Amanda McKnight, but
Yeah, she's awesome.
yeah, she's the best, and we're still working things. Again, that was another show that was put on hiatus just because everything going on in my life, and
Sure.
So our
And
plan
that's
was to, we're going to talk about comic books and then play
Yes.
a board game, but we'll see if
I
that
love
happens
that.
Wednesday. Yeah,
You have a comic book show. That's awesome.
yeah. I have to have you join me for the comic book show one of these days as well, Mark.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd love
Yeah.
to jump in with you guys.
Yeah.
I worked in a comic book shop even.
Oh, did you really?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It felt like at the time, oh, this is a dream job.
Yeah.
I did have a lot of fun though. It was great.
Nice. What am I missing here? Oh, okay. N9717 says, "Hi, Ruel. Good to see you back. My condolences for your loss. My grandma's in hospice now, so we're going through something similar. And my heart goes out to a friend.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
yeah. So again, for folks that don't know, my father passed away recently, and we also had him on hospice care. We brought him home. That was his wishes. So he
That's
passed
good.
away recently. Fishy Game says, about to go to the airport. What a good board game. What's a good board game, card game, other than a deck of cards, are you bringing with you to pass time? Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, interesting.
Excuse me, I still
That's
got my COVID cough.
just cards, huh? Usually mine all have at least some other component than just cards.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What just cards?
Yeah. N9717. Yeah. I'm sorry to hear about grandma. Your grandma lived to be 98 though. That's awesome. That's
That is
a long
awesome.
life.
Wow.
Yeah. Fishy. So a board or card game other than a deck of cards. So the one I'll mention one real quick, Mark. The one that I enjoy, anything by Button Shy. Things like
all their stuff basically.
Yeah. So good. 18 cards in a little wallet. You can put in your pocket.
It's so perfect for a plane ride, anything.
Yeah, Sprawlopolis is fantastic.
Sprawlopolis, yeah.
So good.
So funny. I don't even think about them until I'm actually in the mode of traveling.
Yeah, oh, yeah, right? Yeah, totally.
Yep.
Forgot about dice. Add dice to that as well. Yeah, so dice or... Oh, you know which one I traveled with? I think it was 2 years ago from Gen Con. I traveled back with the Herbaceous Pocket Edition.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Herbaceous, wonderful game. And you get that Pocket Edition. Totally fits on your little airplane tray. I've told the story before. It was really neat. So I was hanging out with... I happened to get a flight back from Gen Con and just randomly sat next to Marcelo from DeVere Games.
Oh, wow.
Fun fact, Marcelo and I actually went to high school together back in the day.
What?
Yeah. And we had no idea. We just reconnected after like 20 years. I was like, oh, we both work in the board game industry. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
That is so funny.
So we end up randomly sitting next to each other, had a great conversation, and there's a young kid next to us. We're talking to him, and he was into board games, and I ended up giving him my copy of Herbaceous Pocket Edition. I asked him to play it with me. He loved it. I was like, here, just take this copy, go find some games, watch the YouTube channel, everything. It was great. It's such a cool experience.
That is amazing. I've done that. The game I've done that the most with, that I've had to rebuy, is Hero Realms.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, that's great.
I probably owned like 4 copies of that card game.
Nice.
5 copies, because I've given 4 away. That's what it is.
I love that. I think that's so cool, Mark. I love hearing that because we're at least I'm hoping that we're helping create that next generation of gamers, or
Yes.
you never know.
Yep. You never know. So yeah, and some of them were people just I was at a game store and they'd be like, "What are you playing? This is really cool." And so they went off to their other table to do stuff.
Uh,
And so I went and bought another copy to give to them.
oh,
So
cool. Oh, so nice of you.
I love doing stuff like that. It's so
So
much
do
fun.
I want to say hi to our friend Kel, the funky alien. Kel is in the house. Thank you, Kel. Good to see you here.
Nice.
We're hanging out with Mark Streed from the Dice Hour. We are building Legos and talking board games, Legos, and life, and more.
Yep. So what's your go-to comic book since you have a comic book show coming up?
You know what's funny, Mark? So, I started the comic book show Words on Wednesday with Amanda as a way to get back into the board game, or I mean comic book reading
Yeah.
hobby.
Cool.
It's been a year since I really got into since I read comics. I was Before the pandemic, I got into board games, and there was a local comic book store that would host board game nights. So I would go there once a week, and just
Uh-huh.
seeing all the comic books, it was inspiring. Like I read them as a kid, and I'd pick one up occasionally, but I never really read anything on the regular. But now with Amanda on every other Wednesday, we're picking books to read on a regular basis. Of course, I had to pick a Star Wars book, so we're reading Star Wars Yoda right now. Oh, it's so much
Nice.
fun! Yeah, it's
That's
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those Star Wars comics really bridge gaps really
Oh
nicely.
yeah, yeah, totally. Um, ooh, what is this? Is this piece? Look at it. Oh, these are some funky pieces.
Yeah, there's
Wow.
some really interesting stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, to give those little like just like pipes and connecting
Yeah.
pieces and the illusion.
Yes. Dwellz216 is asking, what was everyone's opinion on the Mandalorian finale? So let's not do spoilers, folks, but
Yeah,
you can
no
totally give
spoilers.
opinions. Um, we had talked about this earlier. I love the Mandalorian. I think the first season and the second season I think are the best Star Wars that Disney has done. Again, I am a original trilogy fan, so that they really spoke to my heart what they did. Having said that, the third season pretty much lost me after a couple episodes when they took the focus
Yeah.
off the Mandalorian and Grogu. But the finale, the last couple episodes, brought me back. And
Yep.
Dwalzi was saying 8 for 10 for them, 8 out of 10 for them. I think that's a good
Yeah,
rating. I'd probably
I think
go
it's
with
good
that.
rating.
Yeah.
Especially with how they brought the conclusion, right? I mean,
Yes.
those last 2 episodes, they were back to their normal kind of
Agreed.
episodes.
Agreed.
However, I felt like the very last episode, the second part, was a little bit short. I wanted
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Agreed. And I'll say this: as much as I've loved the Mandalorian, I would be totally fine if they just called it a show right then and there. They
Yeah,
end
me
it there.
too.
You know?
I agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
As much as I love it, I'm okay with them just calling it a
And
series.
just let him show up in other shows here and
Yeah.
there.
No, totally, totally. Huh. Oh, Dutch Yoda has finished the light kit for his kit. And folks, if you're watching us on YouTube or if you're watching on Twitch live, uh, join our Discord. It's the Fam Bam. We talk about board games, nerd stuff, non-nerd stuff, and also post photos. And I cannot wait to, after we record this, check out the Discord and see what Dutch's light kit looks like.
Yeah,
That's going to be
that's
awesome.
awesome.
Yes.
I want to do more light kits. I always say that, and then I just don't do them.
I know. It's not like we don't have enough stuff to do already, Mark.
Well, this is true. It's pretty busy.
Yep.
And just reading some of those prototype rule books is a challenge in
Oh,
itself.
that's the toughest part for me is prototype rule books they're not fun. That's just straight up. They're not fun.
Yeah, they're not. And even
it's tough.
published rule books cannot be fun though.
Yeah, it can be brutal. It can be
I've had
brutal.
some preview prototype rule books that have been better than the published ones.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've had that as well. It is again, it's it's tough. You're trying to create a board game, and then a lot of times, and again, because I come from a technical writing background, I saw this a lot with companies I work for. Documentation always falls to the last minute, and it's like
Oh yeah.
the least funded, the smallest budget, and it should be. I've always tried to advocate get us in at the start, and
Yep.
but yeah,
And that's the thing. I feel like too many books are written with too much knowledge going on. And what I mean by that is the fact that if you're so intimate with the game, you're probably going to just leave things out because you just think it's assumed.
yes. Oh, that's so
you know,
true. Yep. I feel like you're definitely speaking as a voice of experience, Mark. I mean, it's possible to be too close to something
yes,
and not see the bigger picture.
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's a lot of little pieces left over.
Yeah. I'm on step 25. Where are you at?
I'm on 30.
Okay. Yeah. There's tiny
30
pieces.
is just 30 is just bag 3, so I'm not going to do anything.
Okay. Cool.
But
Cool.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces left.
Ooh.
Now I'm a little worried.
Yeah, that scares me.
Seems like a lot of pieces.
That is.
I'm gonna go back and just look.
Yeah. And by that time, I should be caught up. But yeah, take your time. Yeah. Make sure everything's good.
Did I miss anything? Oh, got that. Oh, nope. Got that little detail. So yeah, I'm gonna be really interested to see how many pieces you have left because I don't think I missed anything.
Yeah, I'm a little scared.
And maybe, I mean, with a set like this, they're like, oh, we better put in extras because these are so easily lost.
Yeah.
Yep, nope, that's there. Yeah, I don't see anything missed.
Yeah, Dutch Yoda is saying from the tiny ones you always get extras. Yeah, I know. I've got a ton of tiny pieces laying around from other builds.
For sure. Yeah, that's cool. Let's see if I can take a look at chat.
Yeah, hang out with chat while I finish up.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so 8 out of 10 for Mandalorian. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Only because they hit it home at the end, for sure.
For sure.
And the funny thing about it was that the episode where they're fighting the creature. And I don't mean to. I'm not trying to be spoiler, but it seemed like their jetpacks had very limited fuel, but in the finale they had tons of fuel.
That's one thing I just talked about too. It's like, okay, wow, yeah, they must have some new tanks in there or something. But,
yeah, right.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's so funny you mentioned that.
Oh my goodness. I just thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, go forward a few years and do Teen Grogu, which Teen Grogu would be in his 70s, I guess.
Yeah.
Because he's like 50, right? I think is what they said.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the stuff with Grogu was. I'm still not super crazy about the name Grogu.
Yeah,
I almost always still call him Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda, yeah, he'll always be Baby Yoda to all of us.
I think. Right.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed with that name as well.
Yeah, I would love to know more about. Someone just pulled that out of the air, or
right? Yeah, it's like really.
Gravity on Mangler must be less. Yeah, right? The gravity must be less. That's what it is. That's why I took less fuel. Yeah. I love it.
You know what's funny? When they revealed the name of Grogu back in the day, I had just finished a D&D campaign and my character's name was, I think, Grogun or something. It was very close.
Way.
Yeah, we were my DM and I were cracking up like, oh my gosh, they stole my name. I was like, oh my god, they did.
Well, the thing I love about the show being Mando is that when I was a little kid, like probably 2 all the way till 6, maybe 7 even, I called monsters were always Mandos.
No, really?
Yeah.
That is
So
hilarious.
yeah, so I thought that was pretty funny. When I first heard it, I was like, "What?"
Wow. Okay, these.
So I know we talked about on other shows that where I did a ton of Star Wars stuff. I used to work for Lucasfilm Fan Club magazine. I don't know if I mentioned though that my buddy Dan, who was the president publisher of the magazine, who has been a friend for 30 plus years. Holy cow!
Wow.
Anyway, he was in episode 1. He's
No,
in
really?
Yeah, so he's a little person, so he comes in the parade scene and he's holding the reins as Jar Jar gets off the creature, the beast.
Oh, no way.
So that's my buddy Dan,
Oh,
and he made it
cool.
into the and he we always talk about how episode 1 are like, oh, episode 1 was so bad. I'm like,
Right,
well,
right.
I would easily be in the worst Star Wars film ever. Please ask me.
Oh, sign me up, right?
Sign me up. No hesitation. But
That's
yeah,
so
he got to
cool.
do that because he ran the magazine, and
Yeah.
he knew George Lucas pretty well. So
Nice.
but yeah,
That's
it's because
cool.
of Dan that I've met most of these folks and things. So
That's so
he,
fun.
yeah, he was Ashley Eckstein's publicist for a while, who is Ahsoka Tano in the animated series.
Oh, okay.
So that's how we know Ashley and her husband David,
Uh-huh.
who was a World Series MVP from St. Louis, I think it was now.
Oh,
Anyway,
really?
so he they're married and we've become friends with them, and they when the kids were little, they did a special Disney day for us where they took us around
Oh,
all day. And
how cool is that?
but Ashley is one of the most amazing people ever.
Nice.
Like she'll have one of the longest lines at conventions generally,
Uh-huh.
and she will stay until everyone has got their signature or picture or whatever.
Oh, that's nice.
She's just 100% in.
Oh,
So
I love to hear that. That's great.
yeah, she's just fantastic people. And they were at the last year, I think it was, they were at the Denver convention, the Comic-Con basically.
Oh, okay.
And we went down and we were just there. And then she was so busy we didn't get to see her very long, but we went by the booth. And the funny thing is that there's tons of people waiting, and David comes over and gets us, and then we go over to see Ashley ahead of everybody else.
Nice.
So
Oh, that's so
that was
cool.
pretty fun.
I
But
want to say
she's amazing people.
that's
So
great. I want to
yeah.
say good morning to Panda Angel. Hello, Amanda Panda. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, man, Panda.
Mark, I also had like 9 or 10 pieces left over.
Okay,
So
good.
yeah, I was a little
I was
worried there, but
worried.
yeah, it looks like yeah. So folks, there's the first 2 bags
Yep.
of the Star Wars diorama here, the trench run coming together. This looks
Yeah.
pretty cool.
It
so
already
far.
looks really cool, right?
Yeah, like I'm imagining the Death Star.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we've only got 4 more bags. So
Yeah, cool. So let's go over to get back to
yep.
our scene here, and so that's going to do it for this episode of Maker Monday, friends, with myself and Mark Streed. Mark, any final words before we sign off here?
Well, let's see. Final words. I could do my do you have a sign off phrase that you use in your videos?
I don't. Maybe I should have
A
one.
catchphrase?
Yeah.
Catchphrase. Did you
Yeah.
ever see the movie with Ryan Reynolds where he is what is that? Can't think of the name of it now. Anyway, he has the clone of himself, and he's always saying catchphrase.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
because he could come up with.
Yeah. What is that? Oh, what is that movie called? I know
What is
exactly
that
what you're talking
movie?
about. Oh my gosh, folks!
Yeah. So
Comment below. Let us know what that movie was.
yeah. So my sign off thing for literally probably 10 years now has been, until next time, we'll see you at the table. And my favorite response to that was one person said, I waited at my table all day and the guy never showed up.
I love it. Oh, that's great. Awesome.
Yeah, it was
Hey,
so good.
folks, thanks for joining us. This has been Maker Monday with Mark and Ruel, sponsored by our friends at Lucky Duck Games. I want to thank them for sponsoring. I want to thank you for watching, and be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Check out the show notes below for places you can find Mark and myself all over the interwebs. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye.
See ya.